What's up, people? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 here. Welcome to the third edition of the Linux Coffee House. Okay, good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? I'm sorry that I haven't been sounding good lately. I've been sick with a really bad virus, but I'm feeling better today and I have my voice partially back, so I'm able to make good content for you guys. So, with that being said, let's go to the comments and let's see who's going to jump on today. Okay. All right, it's about 8:25 in the morning, USA Eastern Standard Florida time. Had me a glass of green tea today with stevia, so that should help. Hey Ben, hey Simply Linux, how you guys doing? Welcome to the coffee house. Okay. I know, Ben. I know. But I tell you what, Ben, I'm much better than what I was 48 hours ago. I was much worse. Okay. Oh, I know, Ben. I know. We'll see what his master plan is for doing it in under 30 minutes. We'll see. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Alistair. Hope you enjoy it. That's the system I'm using right now is my Ubuntu Mate machine. Ah, okay. Okay. So, let me get my words in for a minute. How the Linux Coffee House goes, you guys know the drill. I go over some Linux news to start the morning. So, without further ado, let's look up some Linux news. Okay, what? Oh, I may have found us a nice article, people. It's a nice little article and it won't strain my voice too much. Perfect. If it really plans to have the whole book of Hello Person can he built in 30 minutes, he's on some. You don't have anything alone would take around 30. Yeah, that's the biggest problem about EB doing LFS is GCC and KDE. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. I think we got this Linux news article down pat. So let me go on ahead and share the screen. Okay, people. Let's just see what we got here today. Does Linux have a marketing problem? On Hackaday's hosting site, hackaday.io, an electrical engineer with a background in semiconductor physics argues that Linux's small market share is due to a lack of marketing. Not only does Linux have dominance when raw computing ability is needed, neither in a supercomputer or a web server, but it must have some ability to effectively work as a personal computer as well. Otherwise, Android wouldn't be so popular on smartphones and tablets. From there, it follows that the only reason why that Microsoft and Apple dominate the desktop world is because they have a marketing group behind their products which provides customers with a comfortable customer service layer between themselves and the engineers and the programmers at those companies. And also drowns out the message that Linux even exists in the personal computing realm. Give me a minute. Gotta get a drink of water because my throat's getting dry. Be right back. Okay, people, I'm back. Now that my throat's refreshed, we can continue. Part of the problem, too, is that Linux and most of its associated software is free and open source. What is often a strength when it comes to the quality of software and its flexibility and customizability becomes a weakness when there is no revenue coming in to actually fund a marketing group that would be able to address this core communications issue. Between potential future users and the creators, Canonical, Red Hat, SUSE, all the above, all had varying successes, but this illustrates another problem. The splintered nature of open source software causes a fragmenting not just in the software itself, but its resources. Imagine if there were hundreds of different versions of macOS that all Apple users had to learn about and then decide which one was the best for their needs. I have been using Linux exclusively since I ditched XP for 5.0 Breezy Badger, and would love to live in a world where I'm not forced into a computer hellscape of a Windows environment every day or no other reason than most people already know how to use Windows with a cohesive marketing strategy. I think this could become a reality. But it won't happen though. Passionate essays on free as in freedom or the proper way to pronounce GNU or the benefits of using Gentoo instead of Arch. It'll only come if someone can unify all the splintered groups around a cohesive, simple message and market it to the public. Okay, so what do you all think of that? Does Linux have a problem in the market? Okay. What are your thoughts on that? Hey, Don, how you doing? I agree, Don. We are happy. We are. So, okay, Ben. Okay. Okay, Ben, here's a question for you. How would how would you market Linux to the masses? How would you do it? How would any one of you do it in order to get the edge over Windows and Mac? I agree, Alistair. We need a message. We need a message. Hold on just a minute. Okay, people, I'm back. Yeah, a unifying message that's catchy, that can attract people. Like, say for him, this will be how I would do it. Okay. Say like we're in a mom and pop computer store, and this couple comes up, and say I'm the representative of ABC 123 Linux, and I'll be like this. Okay, you guys are looking for a good computer that's fast and stable. Here's two demonstrations over here. Here is Windows 10. This is how it updates. Then you have ABC 123 Linux. This is how it updates. Do both of you see the difference here? I don't think any other words need to be said. Linux. Point simple. I agree, Alistair. That's one of the main reasons why I ditched Windows 10. One of the reasons why I don't go into my Windows 10 hard drive hardly anymore is because it updates when you least expect it, and that's the weakness of Windows 10. If we had the same update infrastructure that we had in Windows 7 in Windows 10, none of the update problems would ever happen. But that didn't happen like that. Microsoft had to mess the system up. and they paid for it. Okay, all we can do is let people know Linux is there because they have to make the decision to use it thinking, oh, that's okay, Don. I agree with you. I agree. Just run a Blender benchmark on Identica. Okay. Okay, people. What do you all say we get to the next article? Let's just see what I can come up with. Think we'll do about 2 more articles and we'll wrap things up. So let's make these 2 count. Okay. Okay, so what do I want to do? Okay. Oh, what do we have here? Okay. All right, here we go. Here's a nice little review. Okay. All right. Here's article number 2, guys. I got it ready. Dragora Linux is anything but simple. Dragora is a fledgling Linux distribution that neither works out of the box nor is user friendly. That said, if you have an adventurous interest in practicing starting from scratch and somewhat building your own computing platform, Dragora could be an interesting side project to learn how a distribution works on the inside. Brace yourself for a strong measure of frustration, especially if you're not already familiar with how the Linux operating system works. The Argentina-based developer Matthias Fonzo offers very little documentation, an online wiki that provides little help thanks to its heavy dose of technical terminology. My initial experiences in trying Dragora reminded me of my early days, some 2 decades ago when I first dabbled in this thing called Linux. That was not a pleasant experience, neither was revisiting those days while testing Dragora. Dragora's intended audience is users who want to learn more about the technical aspects of a GNU/Linux operating system, and people who are looking to use the purest ethical software for daily use. Ultimately, my salvation in getting Dragora's live session to work was luck. I used trial and error tactics thanks to years of applying hands-on knowledge and reading website blurbs about the latest, greatest, same old desktop features. I was able to fill in the vast gaps of missing information on the Dragora landing page. The process for many Linux adapters, I'm sure, resembles my weekly approach to selecting Linux distributions and testing them for reviews. It somewhat resembles catalog or online shopping. The limited blurbs about the 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 relatively young Dragora Linux procured my interest. Some of its goals and techniques were interesting. This release begins the development of the series 3.0 migration towards a new C library, Muzi, along with the continuation of supervision capabilities and the restructuring of the hierarchy of directories. Another goal is the improvement of the tools provided by the distribution, a new automatic method to building the distribution, and the pre-built cross-compositor set. So I made the free download in anticipation of a satisfying new Linux OS discovery. Alas, the installation ISO was a big disappointment. The letdown was much like opening a delivered package from a catalog purchase to only find the contents fell short of the hype. Dragora GNU Linux Libre is a distribution created from scratch to provide a multi-platform and multi-purpose operating system. It is independent and it is built upon 100% free software. The development published version 3.0, a new development release on October 19th. This latest version follows the 3.0 Alpha 1, which was released nearly 2 years ago. It includes a new system installer and XFCE 4.14. As the default desktop environment, also available is the IceWM Dragon Ice, a customized version of IceWM, and ScrotWM window manager environments as desktop choices. One of the enhancements that led me to check out Dragora was curiosity about. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I'm back, people. Okay. Where was I? Trying to figure out where I left off. Okay, here we go. Okay. One of the enhancements that led me to check out Dragora was curiosity about the modified IceWM desktop, as well as Scrop WM. I like distros offering the IceWM desktop and was not familiar with Scrot WM. Lightweight Plasudo desktops based on these window managers generally run well and are good choices for newcomers looking for a simple to use systems. However, my disappointment with the default live session seriously dampened my pain to pursue the two other options. It no longer seemed worth the effort to find packages on the disorganized Dragora website and try again to install to get another installation working. So as you all can see here, there's some information on the improvements here, how stuff works. Here's a picture of what the thing looks like. Looks like a normal XFC desktop to me. Demanding an installation, failure to launch, the ISO saga, and so on and so forth. So basically, people, that's Dragora in a nutshell. So, what do you all think of Dragora GNU / Linux Libre? What are your thoughts? Are you guys really going to try it? Oh my lord. You guys are something. Okay, people, I'm back. I had to get the dog in. Wouldn't obey me. Okay, let's see what's going on with uh, hold on a minute, guys. I apologize for that, guys. My grandmother is sick, and so is my mother. I had to help them out, so I'm back. Okay. Okay, let's check out DistroWatch. Let's see what's up today. Okay. For today's releases, we got Gearbox Linux, which has its latest snapshot. Sparky Linux, latest snapshot. Arch Linux is up to its latest snapshot. I will be downloading this later on today and updating my Arch Linux key. Uh, Cubes OS is up to its latest version. Astronomy is up to its latest version. Midnight BSD 1.2 is out. Chaos is up to its latest snapshot. KDE Neon snapshot. Zentio 6.1. Android is up to 8.1 release candidate free. Clonezilla is up to its latest snapshot. Fedora 31 is out. Arco Linux is out. Alt Linux is out. Libre Elect is out. For those of you who like to watch movies and stuff on your TVs, BSDRP is up to its latest release. Rescat Tux is out, and Ghost BSD is up to version 19.10. Hey Hank, how you doing? Okay, Hank. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Hang on just a minute, guys. I gotta go turn off that stupid Alexa thing in my uncle's room. It's that alarm clock of his is driving me crazy. Hold on. There. The demon has been turned off. Oh, that's nice, man. Okay. Okay. All right. Time for our final article, people. All right. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Alistair. Okay. Linux Mint 19.3 19.3 will arrive in December with various changes. Linux Mint 19.3 will release in December just before Christmas. The date was shared in the latest monthly Mint update, a news blast that was also revealed that Linux Mint 19.3 is named Tricina. Linux Mint releases are given female names, female code names, because our answers on a postcard. Okay. The changes penciled in for 19.3 will be based on Ubuntu 18.04.3 LTS and include the latest hardware enablement stack, including adopting Celluloid, formerly GNOME MPV, as the default media player, replacing XPlayer and VLC, which I don't find that too bad. I mean, I've used MPV for a very long time. And I don't mind the name Celluloid. Don't mind. 19.3 will also jettison its final mono dependency via the removal Tomboy from the default install. Tomboy will still remain available from the repos. Note-taking needs are now catered to with Gnote, which is noted as supporting in high-depth displays. Brand-wise, the new Linux Mint logo will also feature heavily in this release, most notably on a refreshed grub screen, image top right, and a new animated Plymouth boot splash. Not strictly related to the main flavor, but XFCE 4.14, the most stable update to the XE, will also be available, offering a lure to LTS users who want something newer. If you expect to download Linux Mint 19. If you expect as you expect, the Linux Mint 19.3 upgrade path will be available to all Linux Mint 19.x users, including those who still haven't yet to upgrade. You will be able to download the ISO on the release date. Now, while Mint isn't my preferred flavor of Linux, check the site domain to learn meme. There is no denying that Linux Mint is hugely popular with Linux users of all shades and skill sets, from newbies hankering after something more Windowsy to developers looking for a dependable desktop on which they can build. And I was suitably impressed by the speed and responsiveness of the Cinnamon desktop when I tried the most recent release earlier this year. So I'm looking forward to this one when it arrives. So that is pretty much the latest update for Linux Mint Cinnamon and its other derivatives. So the 4.19 LTS kernel is expiring next year. Okay, so 5.0 is the next LTS kernel. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay, people. I'm gonna give this till about 9:20 my time, and we'll wrap it up. I appreciate you all coming. If you all want to see more live streams just like this, then smash that like button and support my channel. Thank you. Also, depending on how I feel, there will be another Linux Coffee House next Monday. As for Tuesday's videos and Thursday's videos, the schedule is still the same. You'll be getting a Linux report Tuesday and a tech report Thursday, plus plus another video alongside those two areas. So I'll give this about a 5-minute warning. You're welcome, Mitchell. No problem. You're welcome, Alistair. All right, later, Ben. I'll be there as soon as I can. Okay. I mean, since we're about out of time, I think I'll see if I can find one little tidbit of news. Just a teeny tiny one that I can read real quick. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, right here. Okay. I suppose we can get one more news article in. Ben Button posted a reminder this week that Fedora 21 will reach the end of its supported life cycle on November 26. Users of Fedora 29 are advised to upgrade to either Fedora 30 or 31 to continue receiving updates. With the release of Fedora 31 early this week, 29 will reach end of life on November 26. At that time, all open Bugzilla bugs will be closed and no more package updates will be published. If an open bug update applies to 30 or 31 or Rawhide, Please update the version field in Bugzilla in order to prevent it from being automatically closed on the end of life date. So anybody who's using Fedora 31, who's using Fedora 29, you have until November. But anyway, people, I think we're going to cut it right here. I got to get my day started. I appreciate you all coming. Thank you for watching. And as always, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying see you later. Thank you for watching.